If you are a type of person who love little personality tests and quizzes, and at the end when you get the results, it's completely gonna blow your face off, like that's what you're gonna get with this one. And it absolutely changed my perspective of what I thought, how I need to operate in life, and what I need to do in order to achieve my goals, in order to feel good, in order to have the right approach, the right mindset, the right energies, because I thought I was doing everything the right way before. So the question to you today is, imagine that you have a bowl of cherries in front of you. Are you the type that's going to be type A? Are you the type who tends to keep the nicest ones, the most red ones, the sweetest ones, the best cherries, the best pieces till the end? So you can have that, the nicest, the juiciest, the sweetest ones at the end as almost like a reward, whatever your reason is. So that would be type A. Type B is going to be the type who you tend to, if you tend to, gobble up the reddest ones immediately and leave the greenest ones, the less juicier, the less juicy ones, the less sweeter ones at the end. So which type are you? So I am type A, or was type A in that sense. And I learned something about this as when I got my results as what type I am back in time. It's been a while that it completely shifted my reality. So I thought when I was type A, picking the best cherries, leaving them for the end, that I get my reward. It feels that I created something it felt successful, that at the end, yeah, there's the rewards. Yeah, you did right. You selected them all out. You planned right. You structured things right. And it felt good at the end. And maybe I even felt proud in some ways, in some really weird, tiny subconscious ways. So what I learned, and if you're type A, put it in the comments, or you type B, either one. So put your type in the comments, whether if you watch your live or whether you come through the replay. And so what I learned, if you're type A, again, I thought I was doing everything the right way for all those reasons that I just listed. But actually, what's going on when we go through that bowl of cherry with picking the nicest one, leaving them for the end? We actually go through the whole bowl. Our brain, our subconscious, your nervous system, everything is going to focus on all the way through what are the worst ones. Like which ones are actually the greener ones, the not that sweet ones, the not that dark ones, all the way through. You might have some in the bowl that are super red, so like darkest ones that I really stand out, then you easily can put them to the side. That's different. But most of the time, we have a lot of very similar ones in that cherry bowl. So this approach, when you're a type A, we tend to actually go through the whole bowl, focusing on the bad ones. And when I learned this, again, it's been about 20 years or so, it really, really shocked me, because I thought I had the right approach. I keep the good things at the end. I save things to the end, and there's the reward, and it feels good, and I planned it right, etc. And I was not aware that all the way through what the subconscious is doing. And when you focus on the bad ones, the negative ones, it's not just subconscious. Your whole chemistry changes. What do you focus on? It's going to produce different chemicals and different frequencies, different hormones, everything in your body. And again, you probably picked up by now that we're not just talking about the bowl of cherries. So what it shifted for me, that if we go through a bowl of cherries like that and focusing on, which we're not aware of, what are the bad ones, and all the way till the end, that is what you're going to set yourself to. You most likely approach other areas in your life in a very similar way. that was kind of the second shock, because we like to think that this is just for food, but think about other areas and what are the tendencies, how you tend to look at things. And it might be that you're thinking about the negative all the time. No, not necessarily, but it might be that you tend to complain. You tend to like filter out what it doesn't feel aligned, and you think that you're shifting towards alignment with that. That's a very typical one, that we feel, oh, this is not aligned with me. Oh, that is not aligned with me. I'm focusing on getting aligned. But at the same time, what our whole system, our body, our nervous system, your subconscious, your belief system is doing is focusing on what is not aligned. So this way, you're just going to keep creating more and more alignment, because you're never really going to get there when you feel aligned, when you feel great. You're just going to feel, this still doesn't feel aligned. Like that is like constantly seeking subconsciously. You're not aware of that a lot of the times, what's not working. So one of the solutions for that is to shift from what is not working, why it wouldn't work, why it doesn't feel aligned, to shift to, do I feel this? What is it feeling good for my soul as, let's say, a plan, as a goal, as an idea, as whatever it is your soul desire? Is it really a desire for me? Then shifting from why it wouldn't work, why I can't have it, why I don't deserve it, why, like all those things, and just shift it to how I can actually make this happen. So what feels aligned? It's a different approach than selecting out all the greener cherries. And so this also works in the other aspect of when you do want to get something in your life. Let's say you have a soul calling, you want to create something, you want to write a book, you want to really bring something to the world. That would feel good. That would feel, yeah, now I'm doing something meaningful, and I'm doing something that's actually me. But what we're doing is constantly filtering through life, that why it's not the right time, what I need to do first. Oh, and I can't do that because now I have kids at home. I need to wait for them to be out of the house, or whatever it is, that you keeping yourself away from that desire. It's a very similar approach. We could focusing on why we're limited, and we think that we're gathering our resources and time and everything for the right time when it's there. But at the same time, what's been happening, how long you've been putting your desires that really is, or have been, if it's multiple ones, calling you forward, and you just keep not focusing on that. You just keep focusing on the green cherries that you need to tackle first in order to sometime in the future or not, you're going to get there. There's no getting there. It's really the process, the system, the journey, how you're actually going through that bowl of cherries. So there's two pieces or two areas that really came to me with this topic. One is what we talked about, the alignment, and how we can actually shift our life and the different areas in our life into alignment that is truly feeling aligned, not just with yourself, but within yourself, and in relation to the world, in relation to the universe. And the other piece is, how long have you been putting those soul desires, putting your gifts to the side and putting it to the back burner because we have this bowl of cherry type A person? I don't want to call it personality. It's just an approach, which can be very easily shifted. And I have really, really good news for whichever it came up to you, whether if it's alignment, whether if it's putting your soul gifts to the back burner just because your subconscious is thinking and selecting it out. It's not the right time. It's not now. I shouldn't do this now. I don't have the resources. I don't have the money. I don't have the time. Whatever it is that it brings up as an excuse. So great news for both. One of them is, if that's the case, that you feel that you've been putting yourself, your soul, your desires, your happiness to the back burner, as of you want to create something, you want to bring something to the world, you want to give back, you want to use your time and energies even if you don't have much time, but your energy and your focus and your mindset to create something that it's been inside of you. That music that plays, but you don't bring it out. That's one of the areas that we have something new starting, which is a course build out. You can build out, or we build out, your own signature course and program that is truly your message. It's truly your soul essence. That's what you want to share with the world, but you just don't know how to. You don't know, you don't have the clarity. You don't know how to put that in language. You don't know how to bring that to the world. You don't have the tech skills. Like, it's fully, the course build out is done with you, and the tech piece, the technical build out of it, is fully done for you. So that's something that we have starting in March. And the other one is that people have been bugging me for that and been asking for the outline, the layout for that. That's the Align program that is also starting hopefully at the end of March. At least we'll have a workshop on that in March, and then maybe start at the beginning of April. But it's another piece that it's getting so big and so strong for people that things are not really working right. I don't know how to shift that. I don't know how to feel aligned and feel fulfilled within myself, and how to change. It's not just mindset, it's subconscious work. It's getting your nervous system on board. It's getting the content, the universe on board, and really have your back, and the universe have your back, and really feel that, yeah, life is actually working for you and not just happening to you. And it's working from you as well, because you're going to bring in a lot of like the manifesting quantum shifting tools that really can help you shift out of this stagnant state, the stuckness, the misaligned, unhappy, unfulfilled state, and really start like figuring out where your purpose is, where your mission is, and how and what are the pillars, the channels that we're going to work through. It's going to stabilize the different areas of your life. It doesn't even have to be business. That's going to be for any area, even relationships, whatever it is, communication, standing up for yourself, getting back into your power, balancing feminine, masculine power and energies. That's all going to be in there. So any of that, you feel that it's calling you, and you've been doing the bowl of cherry method the wrong way, in that sense, what I was doing for a very long time, then let me know in the comments which is the direction that you feel potentially called to. Whatever you want to bring your soul gifts to the world, then drop gift in the comments. Or if you feel like this is not your focus, you just need to feel this alignment and this balance in your life and within yourself, then drop a line in the comments, and I'll drop the info for you whenever we have the proper time. Oh, and there's one more thing that I really wanted to mention. That's one of the biggest things that people have been asking me to do more of, is the subconscious reprogramming work. And right now I'm offering completely no cost a group experience. It's a session that is one of the deepest, strongest tools that even Tony Roberts is using for subconscious reprogramming. Because when your subconscious is not on board and you're not even aware of it, nothing is really going to shift and happen in your life, in your finances, in the alignment either. So it's going to happen next Tuesday. So I'm going to drop the link in the comments for that as well. And then you can just join. It's within our community. Or the details of the event is already there, or you need to please go in the event section there and you find all the details, and I'll put the replay inside there as well. So that's another big one that's coming up, completely no cost, just help you shift out of wherever you want to shift out of. So lots of love and blessings, and go get that bowl of cherry.